Hey, it's Trucker Joe here. Have you ever had a girl that you really liked, and then she just changes on you? Are we thinking of the same thing? I'm talking about my main, D.Va. How could you even think that? It's besides the point. Quick disclaimer. I'm far from the best D.Va player, so just take my thoughts with a grain of salt.
Who does?
Apologies. I had to record some of this video recovering from a cold. If I sound off, that is why. Okay, so I look around on the forums and Discord. Everyone is hating on the D.Va changes. I am confused. Maybe they only care to look at the numbers and are ignoring the mechanical improvements entirely. I mean, I have no choice but to explain why I think you need to give her a chance. So, I will start with these glorious missiles. Just their presence is huge for D.Va, and we'll get to that later. For now, I'm just going to quantify them. They deal 162 damage total, 6 explosion damage at 1.5 meters, 3 impact damage totaling 9 per missile. At 11 a second, they deal 99 DPS. Now, that might sound bad to you, but combined with fusion cannons, they increase their DPS from 146.75 to 245.75. Even without fusion cannons, you can dispatch them by boost meleeing them, assuming you hit all your shots. I am noticing their impact too, as some matchups I had difficulty with went way better for me. Note, as of the 29th, Blizzard officially announced the stealth nerf they initially gave their new missiles. This is the original nerf, so if you were playing with the missiles a day after they changed her, don't worry, they're just as strong. I even checked, they still deal the same damage. There is only one thing I don't like about these missiles, and it is the spool up time. Everything else on her kit allows for high reaction times, but suddenly you are waiting for your missiles to spool up to deal extra damage. I mean, either way, I notice the missiles a lot more than I notice DM. Okay, so now the reason why everyone is freaking out and starting fires. DM was reduced from 4 seconds to 2 seconds. The devs basically reduced its health in half, which is not necessarily a good thing, but D.Va's kit can kind of take it. Compared to a hero like Reinhardt, who would not survive at all if something like that happened to him. 2 seconds is tight, but doable if you want to save a teammate. It is sometimes better to try to stop the thing attacking them rather than trying to block though, and you'll really notice those missiles when that happens. I have defeated a Mei this way, and you'll probably see in this footage. I think they just need to reduce the flick time to 0.25 seconds. Right now, a single flick wastes an entire quarter of your DM versus the 1/8 on live, making it too valuable to use for its proper purpose, which is stopping burst damage. This will fix that problem while still keeping it the low downtime if you hold it open. Status update. Jeff Goodman replied to a thread pertaining D.Va's balance. They had buffed DM's regeneration by 25%. Not the change I was asking for, but I predicted they would probably buff her defenses after nerfing the missiles. I have not played with these changes yet, but I already like the new D.Va, the PTR, so this is great. But Trekker, how can you be so optimistic about this rebalance, you might ask? I mentioned in the beginning that she had been massively buffed mechanically. Or, not necessarily that, but that is what I think of it. Consider the following. Boosters now allows you to shoot while boosting. You now have missiles, which can be fired no matter what you are doing. While a numerical change does affect the balance of a hero, mechanical changes are way more impactful. It is the reason why D.Va is still good. On top of that, expanding on the mechanics of a hero gives them more leeway to become powerful. This means her kit has more potential than it used to have, which will directly affect her strength. Now, here's the thing. I'm asking you not to hate on her before the changes are properly tested in a competitive environment. These mechanical buffs might be really huge for her, and I believe they will balance out the DM nerf. And if it doesn't, the devs did say they would fix her if they ever broke her. They've already seemed prepared to do that, as we saw earlier. Also, one last thing. The first couple of days were so frustrating. I was going in with the mentality that she was bad. Lately, I realized that if I thought I would do well with her, I wouldn't do well with her even if I tried. I realized this video was premature at the time, and decided to give her another chance. Just stitching the negative mindset made a massive difference. This video probably would have been lamenting her nerf, instead of talking about how I think she's still good. So, she's not dead, okay? She isn't trash. I think she's going to be fine. And, she's more aggressive now. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Her original identity as a hero was that kind of playmaker kind of hero. The one that was aggressive and in the enemy's faces. What these changes do is they make her less of a DM bot and more like she was originally. Now she is pretty fragile, but she has a lot of options as well as a lot of increased flexibility to execute those options. The ability to fire while boosting, and the ability to use the missiles at any time, no matter what she's doing. That gives her a lot of extra flexibility and makes sure, and it doesn't feel clunky. Now, DM being kind of nerfed as hardly as it was, even that could be, I haven't noticed it that much. Like, just to be serious with you, I notice the missiles way more than I notice the DM, so I wouldn't be too worried. If you adapt to her original, more aggressive playstyle, which I did have at one point, because I played before, like during Season 3, just before she was nerfed, so I have an idea of how that plays. Then again, I also was like very frontline, so maybe not. But she is basically, I think she might even become a monster by the end of this. So, yeah. Anyway, this channel update time. I have 43 subscribers, which is amazing. I wasn't even sure that my channel would even do well. I mean, it just took off. And I mean, I've noticed, like, from the depths, rising in popularity on my channel as well, and I do intend to keep making those videos. Of course, right now, I have a lot going on with my life, so I'm going to have difficulty making videos consistently. I mean, it is just a hobby, ultimately, but I still want to keep it up for you guys, because you guys are amazing. And I'm going to do my best to keep it, keep up, and use the time I have to actually get content out. So expect more from the depths content, and just one other thing, I am considering starting a Space Engineer series. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. See ya.
Oh god.
There's a creature to the left. I shut him down.
Oh rip, the Rhine died. The Pharah killed us, so D.Va didn't get any kills. Feels bad, man. I like how if Mercy pops ult, then she— oh, nice tracker. I like how if Mercy pops ult, she can like kill multiple people. So what I've seen that the pro Mercies do is they res, and then they pop ult, and then they res again.
1 health. I was stunned out of that. I missed.
Did you miss the Mercy?
Yeah, I missed the Mercy.
Okay, I got her.
Yeah, I wound up really missing.
No, you're good.
Also, I like how
I just saw the Mercy was that low.
the D.Va before.
Oh, what? That's stupid.
I could.
I hit him with my mine.
I hit him.
I
with
threw my mine up there and
with
it
your
should
mine?
hit him. Yeah, I should have hit him with my mine, but apparently I died before.
I think she wants to.
Bro, I'm thinking pretty good with this Junkrat.
Okay.
This new Junkrat seems good. This new Junkrat seems like he could be really good. And really triggering to play against. If somebody's like good at aiming with this Junkrat. Get the Mercy, she's one. Oh, Mercy's 1 HP if you go for her. She just solo res so she didn't die. It's Genji!
I'm dead.
Our Genji just needs to tap Mercy! Why is he going after the
doesn't
full
need
HP Roadhog?
I don't
Who's
know.
being healed? Triggered. So what does Mercy now say for a new ult? Finally, Pro Junkrat gets to play the game like he deserves.
Wow.
I'm now Pro Junkrat. Oh, look at you, you're offering them their own salt back at them. Look at this, Junkrat needs to be nerfed. Look at this, I'm just sitting behind them on cart, just kind of like shooting. Throw a bomb. You saved my life there. So I decided to get play of the game since you saved my life. And I sprayed the wall there.
Just
didn't
naturally
notice.
get play of the game.